Hello? Is anybody there? All right. So it's been a while since I've played Gran Turismo Sport. And this is going to be really So I'm still trying to figure this out, guys. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, so I'm just gonna get into. Alright. You exited? Gameplay. Alright. Is it? Okay, so it's been a really long time since I've played Gran Turismo Sport. Actually, it's been a really long time since I've done any sim racing whatsoever, because I moved to Mumbai trying to get my life in order. It's been pretty darn difficult, and on top of all of that, my pedals sort of gave way. I used the Logitech G29s, and I had some issues with the wiring, and it took me a while to get it fixed. Finally, I just decided that I couldn't find any replacement parts for the pedal wires, so I just figured I might as well just do a DIY fix, and that's what I did, and it actually worked. I went and bought a soldering iron, some solder paste, stripped out the wires, just joined it together. Yeah, and it worked. So it's been literally 3 months since I played Gran Turismo. I haven't been online. I think the last time I was online, it was about 3 months ago, and yeah, it was about 3 months ago. What's up, Viresh? So I was online about 3 months ago, so I'm still trying to get the hang of this. They've changed the physics of the game, is what I understand, and the physics of the game is what I understand. A lot of changes into the game. We've also added a time trial mode, which I think is pretty cool. Brands Hatch is one of my favorite circuits of all time. So I currently just played about 20 minutes ago. I think I'm not too bad. Um, so not too bad at all. But it's a lot of fun, guys. So yeah, one of the things I want to do is popularize sim racing. I've been thinking, yeah, Viresh, lots of post feedback. I think I'm on level 8. Whoop! Massive oversteer. What? Oh, that was a save. This car is so tricky to drive. I mean, this is a GR2 car. It's the NSX. Super unforgiving, and Brands Hatch, as well as a track, has a lot of undulations. Of course, you have this famous C1 which goes downhill. You brake really hard and you gotta be patient on the throttle. Mash it in, a little bit of oversteer right there. Catch it just about. No, Viresh, so basically life update. So I moved to Mumbai, trying to make something happen here in the city after moving out of Pune. But to be honest, Mumbai has been kicking my ass really hard. Is the audio, can you hear the audio? I guess I'm just talking to you, Viresh. So okay, so what I'm trying to, yeah, hey Shitej, what's up, dude? So I'm just like alright, yeah, so I've been trying to make something happen here in Mumbai. Nothing has really clicked at the moment. This is why sim racing is really cool, guys, because if you make a mistake, it's fine, all's forgiven. I'm gonna try the inside view again. This track is really tricky, especially this corner, because it goes uphill and you have to shift down. Can I decrease the game sound again? Let me try. So let me tell you a little bit about Brands Hatch. It's one of my favorite circuits to drive on. So this first C1 goes downhill. You gotta aim for the apex and just smash the throttle in. Brake really hard for C2. You can even go down to first here. Just be really ginger with the throttle. Smash it out. Oh, this is a lot of fun. I gotta say, I haven't played Gran Turismo Sport in like 3 months. So, just trying to catch up there. I haven't played Gran Turismo Sport in 3 months, and shit, I miss this game so much. Also, it's a weekend and my wife isn't in town, so I'm home alone, which allows me to spend more time doing this. Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out my way around the game, is what I was talking about earlier. There are a couple of new gaming modes, especially this one that I'm trying for the first time, which is the time trial mode. The time trial mode, so it's a very cool mode. It's just flat out trying to set the fastest time, and then I think it goes on for a period of 10 days or 2 weeks or something like that, and then you get a score. Yeah, this corner again is very tricky. It's again the blind apex, so you just kind of have to trust the car will rotate in. On the sim, it's been a really long time. Let me try something else for a second. So they have a new mode that is also called... Okay, so the reason why I like playing Gran Turismo, actually, if you guys don't really know, is that I was one of the finalists of the GT Academy that happened like 5 years ago. And my foot into the automotive industry, my foot into the automotive industry only happened because of this game. So it's a really cool way to learn tracks. It's a cool way to understand how the dynamics of cars behave. Of course, it can't emulate the real physicality of it, but it does a pretty darn good job of teaching you things like racecraft, understanding lines. I'm gonna try and take part in a race. So this is the Red Bull Ring Spielberg. If you guys are following Formula 1, you know that a couple of weeks ago Max Verstappen won here, which was an incredible race. Max Verstappen versus Charles Leclerc. I don't know why they call him Charles Leclerc. I think it's Charles. I'm just rambling on. Are you guys having fun though? It's just Viresh and Shitid. What have you guys been up to? Just let me know in the comments. I can see the comments rolling down. Yeah, so this is... I haven't played a race in a really long time. In Gran Turismo Sport, what's really important is the DR and SR rating. So you get a driver's score and a sportsman score. So if you drive like an idiot, you get a low sportsman rating, and then you get chucked into a lobby with a bunch of shitty drivers. And then your DR score is related to your skill level. So if you consistently win, you get ranked that way. So ideally you want to aim for an A on both, or an S on both. I think I am on a B and an S. So ideally you want to be on an A rating, but it's really hard to get an A rating nowadays, and especially I've been insanely out of practice. If you guys are actually interested in sim racing, I've been thinking about doing some content of my own. I would love to make a video on it. What do you say? Yeah. Oh cool, you saw the story directly and came from YouTube, came from my Insta stories. Yeah, I haven't been super active right now on social media because I've been trying to settle into the new city and get my bearings. But it's been interesting so far. Bombay is a very brutal city, especially if you're coming in from Mumbai. I mean, especially if you're coming in from Bangalore and Pune. It's a pretty brutal city. It will kick your ass. But I think it's good. I'm sort of going through this right now, figuring my way around. Yeah, Gran Turismo Sport, guys. So hopefully this loads up soon. All right, the match is going to begin. So it's great that only 2 of you are watching. It's only great that Kshitij is watching, because I think I'm going to really bomb on this one. I haven't raced. This is literally me jumping into a live lobby after a really long time. So where am I? I'm 15th on the grid. Wow, that's a horrible timing. And if you look at all the drivers I'm going up against, they're all the A-rated except number 5. It's all A-rated drivers, so it's gonna be really tough. I don't expect to do anything at all. I think oh, there's a Viper. A Viper. What else? What are the other cars there? There's a 911 V12. So the Aston Martin has a great advantage here of straight line speed. I'd be happy if I get 2 places. I'm in 15th right now. So if I finish in 12th or 13th, I think I'm going to be pretty happy. But then again, this is my first live streaming session ever. So live streaming and racing is going to be quite a lot of fun. I don't know how this is going to work. I just hope I don't crash out. And especially now, they're really strict about track limits. So this is the warm-up. So how it works in Gran Turismo Sport is before you get into a race, you have a minute of warm-up, so you can just sort of get a feel of the track. I don't think it doesn't really affect the tires or anything. This C2 is really dangerous. So you don't want to go too over the sausage there, because it'll pull you into the runoff area. And then yeah, so I think another couple of seconds more, 5 seconds more, and we should jump into the race. So this is going to be fun. This is literally my first race in 3 months. I have no idea how I'm going to do. Honestly, I wasn't like actively sim racing a lot, so I really dropped my skill level quite a bit. So I have a lot of catching up to do. In the meanwhile, they also changed the physics of Gran Turismo Sport, so I'm still not used to it. The braking feels a little bit different. The tires also, the tire modeling feels a little bit different. Especially the Huracan, it feels a lot more understeery now than it did before. So I'm just going to try and play extremely safe, not make a hash of it. Because if anything happens, this track is also super unforgiving. So let's see how it goes. What is that? A GTR? Alright. Running a little bit wide. You don't want to hit the apex on C1. I found that it kind of throws you off if you jump right into the apex of C1. So you can see this dude right here, he's got the slipstream. I'm going to run him wide a little bit, and I'm going to be extremely safe. I'm looking at my radar, he's got the inside. Oh, somebody messed up there. So it looks like I gained 2 places. Not bad at all. Gotta be super conservative. Yeah, that's the GTR. Especially this braking is really tricky because you're braking downhill. So you have to brake a little bit earlier than you think you should brake. Oh, a little bit of lag. The only good thing about Mumbai is that I have a 300 Mbps connection. That's the only good thing about the city. So I got a super fast net connection, which is why I can sort of stream and play online as well. Okay, cool. I got an SR rating. So you get that SR score goes up if you drive without any incident. So you can see the guy up ahead, he's got a 1 second penalty. That's because he ran off the track. They're really anal about track limits on this. Understeer. Oh, there we go. Okay, just gonna okay, crap. That was horrible. That was just absolute shit. So this is what I mean. This car feels so much more different from what I remember. You have to be a lot more cognizant of the weight transfer because it feels so much more understeer. There you go again. And if you run over the sausage curbs, it will just pull you into the runoff area. I'm just playing super conservatively. I don't want to attack. I don't want my driver rating to go down. What are my lap times right now? Where am I? Okay. Oh, nice and easy. Get a good exit. It looks like that guy's got a penalty. So maybe I can steal that place. Dan. Yep, I got that place as well. So that's 3 places. Not too bad. Okay, brake. Extremely conservative, and I found that especially that turn you have to sort of trail brake into the corner, and if you get too early on the throttle, that's what will happen. You will just spin out. Again, nice and easy. Aim for the apex, wait for it, and just squeeze the throttle in. Here as well, just dab on the brakes, roll in. As soon as you see the second apex, flat out, and you can take this. Alright, feels pretty good. I gotta say I'm a little bit proud of myself, although I don't want to jinx it, but again, okay, that wasn't too bad. It kind of just let the car slide out. Yep. You don't want to go too far out there on the grass. Alright, 131, not too bad. The leader's doing okay, that's actually pretty bad because the leader's doing, and I lost concentration. That's actually pretty bad because the leader's doing a 29.8. I did a 31.5. So I'm about 1.5 seconds off the pace of the leader. And as you can see, the pack is actually pulling ahead of me. So I'm just gonna try and concentrate now. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell, dude? What? Why is my SR gone down? Okay, this is really stupid. So, I mean, okay, maybe I braked a little too early there, but that was a really aggressive move on me. Too much understeer. I don't like this car. It's just that in Gran Turismo, you just kind of take the car. The guy's flashing his lights at me. I think I did something to tick him off. So in Gran Turismo, generally, if you're not really sure what car to take, just go to the ranking board and see who has the fastest time and take that car. So that should be the fastest car, but I don't know, this Lamborghini is just way too understeery for my liking. The R8 on the other hand, although it's sort of the same car underneath, is actually a lot more twitchy, and I kind of like the cars being a bit twitchy because it's easier to sort of get the back out. Like here, okay, so you saw right there the front really washed out. In the R8 I would have sort of got the back to pivot a little bit more and taken that corner a little bit better. Okay, that was slightly better, but it looks like this guy's gaining on me. The French here in Gran Turismo Sport are super aggressive. So I'm going to expect him to make a move on me. So I'm just going to take the inside line and be a little bit safe. Yeah, defended my line there. But yeah, he's got great drive. The 911 as well, rear engine, rear wheel drive. You know, the engine puts all the weight in the back, so it's. I mean, if you get it right, it's a great car to drive. Although it's quite tricky and okay, this guy's going on the inside. What the? Okay, that was a bullshit move, man. He didn't give me any space. Alright, I started on 15th on the grid. I'm 14th now. I got one more lap left. Okay, this is gonna be a really shit race for me. Ah! Damn it. Damn it. Dead last. Okay, this is bullshit. You know what? I'm just gonna go for a quick lap time. Again, I haven't played in a really long time, so I'm just still... So much understeer. This car. So much understeer. Alright, let me just try and focus. What was my best lap time? 1:31. Okay, 1:29.7 is the fastest right now. I don't think I'm going to do 1:29.7, but I think a 1:30 would be possible. I was just about on the edge. Oh, what a horrible way to start. But it's alright. It's alright. I mean, it's still just a game. Hopefully it doesn't affect my... I guess I got the fastest sector there and I goofed it up. Again, this is so tricky. That corner is just so tricky. I can't imagine how difficult it must be in Formula 1 where you're going so much more faster and judging when to brake, especially. So in C2 you're braking on an uphill and in C3 you're braking on a downhill. So it completely upsets the balance of the car. It's so easy to get it a washout. Then here as well, it's Jesus Christ, so tricky. Damn it, these guys have already finished the race. This is really embarrassing, guys. This is possibly one of the worst races I've had in a really long time. The best I can go for is pull a Sebastian Vettel and just go for like possibly my best lap. I'm not even gonna say the fastest lap because I'm so out of form. I don't have the pace to match. Jesus. Okay, this is really embarrassing. And now it's on YouTube, so everybody can see. Now it's on YouTube, so everybody can see. Okay, that was a really shitty. That was really crappy. There's no two ways about it. Wow, that was really bad. 15. I've had my fair shares of wins. I maintained a pretty decent win ratio when I was in form. Yeah, this is not a great way to start. I think what I'm going to do now is one of my favorite things to do in Gran Turismo Sport is just drive around and yeah, so one thing I haven't done in a really long time is drifting. So they have a drift mode. Which is actually quite a lot of fun. And my favorite track to use in drift mode is the Suzuka short course. Let me see which is a nice car to drift around with. So this is the cool thing about sim racing, especially Gran Turismo Sport. You know, it teaches you a lot about the physics. Or the 458 Italia is a fun car to drift actually. Manual transmission. So it teaches you so much about the physics of how cars behave, and it's something that you can practically also apply. The very first time I ever drove on a racetrack was in Silverstone. The very first car I drove on the racetrack as well was the Nissan GTR at Silverstone, and I'd driven it a lot on Gran Turismo, but I never really drove it in real life. And of course, apart from the fact that it scared the shit out of me with that 660 horsepower all-wheel drive, all of that stuff. Apart from that, it was sort of manageable. I kind of knew where I was going, especially on a racetrack when you're driving for the very first time. It's so easy to get caught up in. Oh wait, this is the. Oh shit. Okay, this is not the right car. This is the Italia. Yeah, no. So this is, again, it's not me being a noob. This is the Italia GT3 car. You can see the big spoiler in the back. So this is the car that's not going to kick its back out. It's going to snap on you. Oh, hey Hrithi, thanks for joining, man. My little shindig. I figured it's been a really long time since I was just giving everybody life updates as well. So just to quickly highlight, I moved to Mumbai a couple of months ago, trying to figure the city out. But it's been fun. It's been fun. So I've been playing some Gran Turismo Sport. I'm playing after 3 months. And I absolutely suck at it. Shittage had a look at the race that was super embarrassing. Sorry, what was I saying? I was talking about, yes. So this is a great way, especially if you want to learn how to, drive cars a little bit faster. This is possibly the cheapest way to do that, because one, it teaches you a way around the racetrack, which is absolutely invaluable. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go for the M4. The M4 is a fine car. Let me go into this tutty yellow color. And it also teaches you a fair bit about the physics of how cars sort of respond. If you have a decent steering wheel, it gives you a lot of feedback, helps you understand where the limit of grip is, and how different tires respond really differently to different track surfaces as well. Also, it's just a great way to learn how to drive on a racetrack, and they have some of the most iconic tracks here in Gran Turismo Sport. One of my favorites is Catalonia. It's an incredible circuit to drive on. Okay, I'm gonna go for Sport Hard. That should work. So these are my previous drift scores. I think the highest I've gotten on M4 is 22,000. So, alright, let's give it a shot. It's been a really long time. I hope I don't goof up again. And as you can see, it's very accurately represented. Getting the back to so hard to catch it. So the key to drifting is maintaining revs. So you kind of have to, you catch the slide on getting the car to oversteer, and this part is pretty tricky. And of course, if you do it often enough, you'll also, learning the track is also super important. Whoa! Okay, I just got that. The cool thing though is you can also see what it looks like on a replay. So that's what it looked like from the inside. Let's see what it looked like from the outside. But this is basically what I do, guys. This is how I have fun on a weekend. Because, getting out of Bombay getting out and about in Bombay is super expensive. I'm just rambling to myself. Oh, but that looks pretty cool, right? But yeah, this is why simulators are pretty cool. It teaches you a lot about the physics. You can see the car sort of shimmy and shake. That left right is sort of trying to unsettle it. It's like a Scandinavian flick kind of move. Getting the back to kick out. I don't know if I'd have the balls to try this, of course, with a real life car, unless you're on a racetrack. But this gives you the sensation of that, and it teaches you a lot about car control as well. Of course, nothing beats the real thing, but where are you going to get access to a 1.5 crore rupee machine and a racetrack to just slide around all day? There you go. So that was fun. I think I'm just going to try one more round and see if I can get a higher score. I think that was a 23,000. I don't think I can beat 23,000. Alright, let's see. Brake, flick it in, let it slide, catch it there, flick it in again, get the back to step out. There we go. Now again, left, right, flick, aim for the cones, that's your apex marker. So that's where your eyes are looking. Yeah. A lot of understeer. So again, I didn't get the car to pivot quick enough. So I'm just playing with the throttle there. When you slide a car, you actually steer, not with the steering wheel, you actually steer with the throttle. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, I lost concentration and crashed the car. This is why simulators are great, because if that happened in real life, I would have taken the front off the damn thing, and that would have cost me more money than I have. Okay, I'm just gonna give it one more go. I'm losing my train of thought. This is really interesting. This is my first live stream ever, guys. I've never really live streamed before. So talking and driving, I mean, with my previous job, that's all I did for a living, basically, was talk and drive. But this is actually quite different. It's kind of cool though. Aim for the cones, that's what I'm doing. Maybe I should just get a camera so you can see what my hands are doing. So there's a lot of steering input. The POV cam sort of captures what my hands are doing, but it's a battle of trying to get the car on edge, keep it balanced on edge all the time, and getting it to oversteer in the right places. So that didn't count. All right, so that has been my first live stream. Should I do more of these? I have some ideas of stuff that I want to do in the future. Okay, I'm going to answer a couple of questions. Sorry, I haven't seen those yet. Mounted GoPro, yeah, GoPro should be good. I think a GoPro will have a cool view. My favorite F1 driver right now, I'm totally digging Charles Leclerc, but I have to say that I'm a Hamilton fanboy. I really like Hamilton. He's just, like, I know a lot of people don't like him, but that's fine. What else? I have some ideas of some content ideas that I want to do. I should get them out soon, so I'm working on that. What else? Petrolheads will enjoy? Yeah, man, for sure. Alright, that's cool, man. For now, I think I'm going to end this here. I think this is actually a lot of fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I think it's like a different way of podcasting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do more of these, but I'm going to plan it out a little bit better. Also add a face cam so you can see what my face is doing and what it looks like. But thank you guys for tuning in. It has been a lot of fun, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.